wanna see me mad. I'll be coming with that payback. You don't wanna taste that. Don't wanna see me on attack. Trust me, you don't wanna face that. Adrenaline, I crave that. Yeah, you know I'm nasty. I'm about to be a savage. When I want it, better have it. Nothing's getting past me. About to take this to the mat, and you'll be wishing you could take it back, yeah. Like it is.
Hello there guys, welcome to Dino's World, and you can see the smile on my face growing nice and white, and we have a perfect morning here in Hyderabad. And seldom do we use the word perfection in motion when it comes to two wheels, when it comes to reviews, because the benchmarks keep getting raised, the bars keep getting raised, and it's 2023 and this is the Street Fighter naked sport bike.
And I'm praying, I gotta act on a craving. I'm coming after, I'm chasing, I'm gonna capture, erasing. Yeah, those who cross me, you'll be crossing.
And when you look at the competition, when you look at the models around, this comes across as the undisputed king in terms of handling, in terms of performance, in terms of everything that you can think of. Why? Why does the Street Triple RS score so high in terms of usability and sheer riding pleasure? You're going to find out in our review today. So you can hear the sound of the jets flying around because there's their morning drill time, and this is no less than a supersonic jet on two wheels. Man, look at the design. I mean, sharpened like an arrow, ready to cut through air like an unstoppable force, where man and machine become one in trying to cut through the air like a sharpened arrow. And I mean, now for the year 2023, they fine-tuned the design language and the overall design silhouette. The rake is now sharper and more committed, and the trail is lifted up to offer a slightly more committed sporty seating posture, such that it can get in and out of corners far more easily. And then of course, starting with the design language, it derives the new design from its elder brother, the Speed Triple, where you can see the sharpened dual headlamp, kind of Bumblebee. Especially it comes in yellow color, looks like Bumblebee in every aspect. You have the DRLs neatly integrated inside, LED lighting, and fine tuning it in every aspect with attention to detail. That has been the name of the game for the 2023 model, because I've ridden the previous model. I was seriously impressed by the 2018 model when it got the color TFT, but the 2020-21 model was far too compact, such that it was more track focused rather than street focused. But this, my friend, is a perfect blend of trackability and usability, and that's where the new Street Triple RS 765 scores really high, and puts a smile on your face each time you swing your leg over it. Now you look at the tank cowl and the overall tank silhouette. It is meticulously crafted to perfection. The guys at Hinkley do it perfectly every time. I don't know how they managed to pull it off. 15-liter tank to offer good tank range. The exposed frame and the bolt-on subframe derived from the Daytona gives this a proper Street Fighter and a modern Street Fighter look that is going to be one of the finest, and it has its own persona. I mean, they never tried to mimic someone. It has always had its unique design language, and they've been sharpening it and chiseling it and making it sharper and meaner and faster with each iteration. Now look at the tail section. You have a little bit of resemblance, because I've owned the Daytona 675R. It has a resemblance of that. Even the grab bars seem to be inspired by that. The short stubby exhaust sounds so good that you wouldn't want to actually meddle with it or change it to an aftermarket exhaust. That's how sweetly tuned it is. Again, you have steel braided lines, Super Cosa rubber to give you the best road grip that you can think of. Talking about the minute details which I was trying to point out, the wire, the brake liner used to stick out really uglily, and it used to come in the way of your vision when you had to look at the speedo console earlier. Well, now they've given a very clever bracket here to conceal that, to make sure the wiring harness doesn't come in the way when you're looking at the speedo console or the overall display right here. And the display is a 5-inch full color TFT console. Again, has the same layout as the previous one, which was really good. People say it's a little hard to read because of the smaller fonts, especially in this butterfly layout. You have different layouts to choose from, but I feel it's decent enough. It's not too bad, and especially in the black layout, when things are slightly darker, it has an ambient display which changes according to the ambient light. The black display that comes up at night is so soothing to the eye and so perfectly laid out that you want to literally light it up all the way. So guys, you can move the joystick up and down to access all the immediate functions that you want to play around with. Say for instance, if you want to change the theme of the speedo layout, you can get into style and just press that, and then you have different options among style 1, style 2 and style 3. Say for instance, if you want to go to style 4, just set that and you have a layout. Similarly, if you want to go to style 3, you have a preview of how style 3 will look. Similarly, if you want to go to style 2, this is how the style 2 will look, and this is style 1. This is how the style 1 will look. So this you can play around as per your personal preference. Then you have all the tachometer, the trip meter, the distance to empty, the range and other details available at a glance. Now talking about the ergonomics, I told you that the rake is now steeper and sharper. So it is not a completely upright seating posture. You have to lean forward a bit. Again, that is for the rear trail has been angled upwards such that you can enter a corner easily and exit a corner equally quickly. And the seat height is not too intimidating. Again, it is on the taller side. It is 836 mm, but when you sit on the bike, it feels so complete, so well put together that once you are in the riding posture, you feel that the man and machine become one unstoppable force. And also the mirrors are neatly laid out, like they are not there as fancy add-ons or just to add on to the styling element. They are practically usable, have a very good field of view. I have to say these are the best bar end mirrors, having the perfect field of view. Also Brembo master cylinder along with the lever. Brembo Stylemas, really top of the line stuff. At the same time, you have twin 310 mm discs up front and a single disc at the back. I mean, the brake feel is so much on point that the tap of the lever is enough to give you the stopping power to tame the beast lurking underneath. Talking about the suspension, we get fully adjustable 41 mm USD forks from Showa up front and fully adjustable Olin suspension at the back. So the suspension is a perfect balance of sportiness and usability and comfort and rideability. Because when you're pushing it to the limits, it really sticks and stays planted. At the same time, when you're riding through the city streets, it doesn't give you a really stiff ride quality such that you feel that you're breaking your bones all over. It is pretty plush and pretty usable damping settings that they have come up with, which makes it truly practical in every which way.
Why you doing something that's all you need? I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be.
The engine for a motorcycle is as important as a script for the movie. No matter how well the casting, no matter how well you do the technical stuff, if the script falls short of any kind of expectation, the movie goes flat on its face. Similarly, the engine for a motorcycle, if it doesn't live up to the expectation to complement the chassis, the overall equipment that the bike features, the bike fails in every aspect. Whereas here, the star of the show has to be the engine, derived straight from their Moto2 line of motorcycles. This one is powerful, more refined, literally sharpened sword, you can say. I mean, it literally wants to go snap on you. Like the moment you ring the throttle wide open, it wants to launch itself, propel itself at the rate of knots. And the 765cc triple and the kind of sound it puts out is pure eargasm, you can say, or bikegasm. You have 130 PS of power now, which is far more than what the previous iteration used to offer, and almost close to the Moto 2 edition, which is 153 horsepower. And then of course this one puts out 80 Newton meters of torque, again perfectly balanced when it comes to the torque band available. The meaty torque curve is enough to give you adequate amount of juice each time you ring the throttle wide open in every gear. The gear ratios are different. The first gear is slightly taller, whereas the rest of the 5 gears are shorter, again to make that rideability and sheer joy of riding come alive each time you swing your leg over this British brute, I can call it.
Thoughts can keep you down, push you deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt I sit in, I'm planning, I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom.
So the forte of the Street Triple RS has always been the way it rides. I mean, it rides like a dream, goes like a breeze. It puts a smile on your face every time you take her out. I mean, there's nothing like the Street Triple RS that will actually listen to everything that you think of. You think of, it does it, and it's like the perfect dance partner you want to take to the college prom and enjoy your time or have the best of the time of the evening. But the chassis construction, the chassis stability, the suspension setup, the brakes, I mean, I love the Stylema brakes. They are worth every penny, and they really do make a whole world of difference when it comes to giving you that confidence to stop the kind of monstrosity that's lurking underneath or put it under check. And then of course the state of tune of the engine is so sweet. I mean, they've refined it to the core. They have given it everything that you can think of. They have given it everything that you can think of, including really amazing power-packed pickup right off the mark, a strong mid-range and an explosive top end. And then of course, complementing the entire package is the Super Corsa tires from Pirelli, which actually really is the icing on the cake, because when you have a machine so perfect, you can't go wrong with the tires, and the Super Corsa rubber really adds on and makes it the kind of ultimate street weapon that you and I are looking for. Sometimes the bikes that we get to review are so damn good that it is really hard to let go of them. I mean, the performance that this bike has on offer will leave you absolutely breathless. The precision and handling of this bike is absolutely flawless, and the fun that can be had on this machine is absolutely priceless. Thanks for watching. This sums up my review of the Street Triple RS 765. See you guys next time. Cheers.